My good friend Dan is back in the country and he's in a garage today, and we're working on the Ciao Lowrider project. So if you're new to the channel, this is a creation we made, well, a year and a half ago now, January of 2024. And it is a Vespa Ciao moped. Piaggio Ciao. Combined with an old lowrider bike thing I had. So if you haven't seen those episodes, yeah, go back and have a look at that. Obviously you've got the handlebars off the lowrider and this frame, etc., the seat. And yeah, on the last episode we did actually fire up the engine, but there was a lot of things that needed doing still to actually make the thing a runner. As you can see, this stuff here is missing and we've got a bit of a list. It's actually been so long since we worked on this, I'd forgotten what needed doing, but I did buy a box of bits at the start of last year. Made a bit of a list of things that need doing. And here it is. So we're going to try and get, well, most of those done. The big thing on there, which could be a deal breaker, is the rear wheel is kind of buckled, egg-shaped, and yeah, it just doesn't go round properly. So I think the first job is see if we can get that wheel straightened out, and then yeah, we'll get onto all these other bits. But I think we're going to chuck the scooter up on the bench here, clear a bit of space, and just see if we can prop it up and spin that wheel. So the issue with this wheel is you can kind of see that it's misshapen. Yeah, it hits. So I think what we'll do is find the place it's at its worst, stick a bit of masking tape or something just so we don't lose that, and then we'll need to tighten those spokes, I guess, and on the opposite side release them a little bit. I think so, yeah. Let's give that a go. We've marked where the wheel is rubbing with these bits of masking tape, just going round and
playing tunes.
Just feeling where they're loose, and yeah, just tighten them up. So we've got this pretty good now. This area here is still rubbing a bit, just about. It's just making sure we've got the right spanner. Yeah. That one is maxed out. That's about as much adjustment there as we're going to get. And then we've just been checking, the wheel is a bit buckled as well. Dan's been doing the pencil test, and it is a little bit in and out. So this area is pretty good now. I think that, yeah, that's all right. It's just this one area here. But I think that's about as good as we're going to get it for now. It nearly spins round. Oh yeah, nearly.
It's better than it was, definitely.
Yeah. All right, I mean, we could be chasing our tails a bit with this, I think. So I think
egg chasing.
Yeah. I think what I really need to do is look out for a new wheel, because you can see it is slightly buckled that way as well. Yeah, I think we'll put a pin in that. Good enough for now.
Get rid of the tape.
Right. What's next on the list?
Variator.
So this little spacer needs to go on first. It does fit on there. And then this bit goes on. Just looking in the manual to see if this needs some kind of grease or something. I'm not sure about that. And then that goes on there. did actually find I'd brought a new nut in my box of parts, so put the new nut on there, and yeah, we've done our best to tighten it up using the old screwdriver in the fins there to stop it going round, but we're not confident we've done it quite right. The belt, yeah, don't know, feels a little bit loose, but I think what happens is as this spins round, it pushes that belt out and tightens up. We don't quite know. Anyway, we're going to move on. So we've crossed it off the list. Right, the next on the list is the rear hub gear oil, and the reason that needs doing is because I rewatched the last episode on this and we did leak a load of oil out, but I literally don't even know where you fill the oil back up, so we're going to investigate that. Just taking this out here, which we believe is the oil fill hole. So we were assuming this is a bit like on a Lambretta, you just fill it up until it starts coming out the hole.
That's definitely full.
Definitely full. Definitely full. So just comparing the old exhaust to the new one, and the pipe is probably twice the size of that, and it's got a longer box on the back there. Anyway, hopefully it's going to fit. It looks like these holes in the right place. So yeah, it should be good, we hope. But I'm not quite sure where does that bolt to? That hole there, maybe?
Yeah, well, maybe the spot.
We'll try and... It goes through there, does it?
No.
On the outside. Oh, okay. That's why that bit's flattened in there. So it can slide in there. Do I need to find a bolt first to fit on there? Right, let's go and get a bolt. Yeah. So the exhaust is proving to be not quite as simple as we thought. We just have to adjust the centre stand bolt to try and get this section to slide in.
So you're contact on the coil there, which is weird.
That coil was definitely in the right place, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it fitted with the old exhaust. Where's the old exhaust?
That new one is a fair bit bigger, isn't it? But
just went.
That's bends. There's more of a bend, isn't there? I think.
Yeah. This one comes a bit straight back. No.
Oh God, we might have to get creative and
make some dents around as well.
We have got another coil to go on. Let's just check. In fact, do we need to change that coil before we do the exhaust?
If you want to change your coil, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's have a look at that to start with. Alright, so we've got the new coil here, and we know from the last episode, which I watched, that coil is definitely not working, because we actually jerry-rigged a Lambretta coil. So anyway, we do have a new coil, so we're going to swap that over. Definitely a different shape. Right, let's whip that one off and see how does that compare into this. Okay, so the holes line up, but it's quite a different shape, isn't it?
Oh, that's fine. That's more of a problem for the exhaust.
That might be even, yeah, looks even bigger to me. So we've got a couple of issues fitting this exhaust. Firstly, we think we're going to probably have to relocate the coil, because it's not allowing the exhaust to fit up in there. Well, in fact, 3 problems. The other thing is it's hitting the bolt for the stand, and lastly, because this is quite a bit thicker than the old one, where it fits onto the barrel there's not enough space between the barrel and the engine case. So I'm going to basically have to grind a bit off the side of here. So let's get that done. I'm going to try and relocate this coil. Made this little spacer thingy. Just so it sits up a bit and makes sense in a minute.
Could weld it on.
Could weld it on. Progress update. We have got the exhaust. That's fully bolted on.
Yep, that's all tight.
That's good. That's all tight. The coil with this little spacer bit I just made is bolted there. Fits in there quite well. I mean, whether it's going to stay there permanently, we'll see. But that's good to go. The only thing now is that centre stand. Did we sort that bolt out?
That's done. That's still working.
Okay, cool. Just fit the new fuel tap because the old one didn't allow any fuel through it. And
knackered.
Yeah,
no
knackered.
filter. And I can't switch reserve.
And replacing the fuel line actually for some clear stuff, so we can actually see. Actually, I mean, it doesn't look quite as cool as the black one, but at least we can see the fuel when there's fuel in there or not. Fuel cap is fitted. Look, lockable. I can't believe I brought a lockable fuel cap. I quite like the look of it though. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a bit kinky.
Yeah, it was better than that crappy old grey thing that was on there. Anyway, where was that?
Chrome.
Oh, did we chrome paint it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is the old one. So anyway, yeah, I quite like that. A couple more things and then, yeah, should be ready to see if it's going to start. Right, this thing is fighting us a little bit today. So we just thought we'd, turn the pedals, see if the engine would turn over, all the rest, you know, check for spark, all the rest of it, and yeah, that larger exhaust pipe, which I was really happy about, it's not fitting. So just wondering now, because there's not a lot of space between the exhaust and the wheel, is there? I was wondering if we could space that back.
To be honest, it looks to me like the exhaust has been made a bit wrong, so it's actually sticking out too far. So I think there's definitely a bit of space to get it in.
Okay, we're going to try and tweak it anyway and just...
Otherwise we'll be getting a welder out.
Yeah, well, the worst scenario is we just bash that in to make clearance. But let's see, even if we can gain like 10 mil, like could put a space behind that bolt there.
Exactly, yeah.
And push that exhaust in just 10 mil. It probably needs sort of 15-20 mil to be honest, but we might have to do a little dent there. What a pain. So I had to massage this and even take a tiny bit off the end of that pedal, but just about clears now. I mean, it's like a millimetre. There is a spark.
There's a nice spark.
So we've definitely got a spark, so that means the coil's working, which is great. Let's get this on the ground. Let's stick it on the wood again, I guess. Get it back.
I think you have to do a little bit.
Any leaks? I can't see any fuel in that line. Oh yeah, definitely some fuel coming out of there.
What?
And
which way's off?
I don't know. Is that
That's
off?
reserve, I think.
Is it?
That's
Okay, okay.
Ah, that should be off.
Yeah. So we've definitely got fuel. Cool.
I don't know if the clutch is working.
Well, it starts after a morning's work,
Yep.
and yeah, but we have no idea whether the clutch kind of mechanism thing's working and all the rest of it. So I think we're going to have some lunch and we'll come back after and just take it out on the street.
Yeah.
See what it's
Give
like.
it a rake.
Now we've proved the thing will actually run. One of the most exciting parts for me of a build, anyway, is bolting on the number plate. So let's get that fitted. So excited. And looking at this from last time, I can't remember what this bracket was now, but I remember cutting some kind of bracket down off the Lowrider, I think, to fit the number plate. So it's going to go there. I mean, nothing screams custom more than a side mounted number plate. Nearly. Good balancing act. You can really see how buckled that wheel is from here now. That shouldn't be that tough, should it?
Give a wobble.
Oh no.
Because when I pull the rear brake, something's not disengaging from there.
Oh, so it's stopping the engine?
Yeah.
So that clutch is not working properly, is what we're saying?
Yeah.
After a bit of investigating, we definitely had this thing on wrong. So yeah, that looks correct now. So yeah, we're going to put this back together again with this, that hopefully in the right way, and yeah, give it another go. That looks much better, doesn't it? We think we've fixed it. The clutch is coming back to life now a bit.
Sweet.
How's it feel?
What? I mean, it's slow.
Ticking over. What a machine.
Yeah, boy!
Oh, too fun. Slow as hell.
Yeah, it's more about style than performance.
It's good fun there. I like the driving position. It's handy for us. Handlebars can go forward a bit more.
You can adjust them easily enough on that.
Nice. Well, that was good fun.
Yeah.
There's a few little things that need sorting out. And it's quite difficult to pedal, so we're not quite sure what that's all about. I think the clutch probably needs looking at, or maybe a new clutch.
Maybe running a bit rich, a bit overfueled.
Long term, I'm thinking I might buy just a new engine. They're so cheap for these things. Get like a 65cc thing, that might sort a lot of the problems out. The big thing, the back wheel's buckled, so definitely going to try and get a new back wheel. I don't think this one's probably fixable unless I give it to a specialist person. We still haven't decided on a name for the project, and just looking back at the last video, there are lots of suggestions from Ciao. I think Kevin suggested that. Ciao. Chaukenstein. Valeria. Low Chow. We're still open to suggestions.
It was nice to finish off the chapter, get her up and running and ride it.
I mean, for pottering around Bristol, I think it's
it'd be great, yeah.
Fun.
Cheers, Scott.
Cheers, buddy.
Time for a beer off a nice hard day's work on the moped. Tequila. I'm just happy I wasn't doing any building.